Hello everyone, Patricia Ann here. I once went on vacation to Mexico and I stayed at a hotel called Rio Palace, Cabo San Lucas. What a fabulous hotel. The food was excellent. The staff was friendly and very engaging and very, very courteous. And they treated us like we were rock stars. I would recommend it to anyone. It's a 5-star hotel and it is situated right by the Sea of Cortez. The rooms were very clean, very spacious, and you have a balcony overlooking the Sea of Cortez. When you're on the balcony sipping your tequila or your strawberry daiquiri, which I love, you'll see the whales go floating by. It's just spectacular to see. Beautiful aqua green blue ocean and beautiful white sand. Powdery, beautiful. But I must tell you a cautionary tale that although the sea is so beautiful, it holds a lot of danger. The first time my husband and I went down to the beach after breakfast, we didn't realize how strong the undertow of the ocean was. We were just walking along the beach, holding hands, and we kind of looked up and we saw people looking over at us, kind of wide eyes. Some were kind of whispering to each other, some were kind of lightly giggling. I was kind of puzzled by that, but ignored it and kept walking. So while we were walking, at one point, the waves were lapping at our feet very lightly, and then one big wave came right up over past our ankles. And when it was slinkering away, it literally felt like 2 hands were grabbing at our ankles. And I fell. And my husband fell too. And it took all our strength to pull our legs away from the waves as it was retreating back into the ocean. And then we knew why everybody was staring at us so wide-eyed. That undertow literally felt like 2 hands were grabbing you and pulling you into the ocean. After we released the grip of that water, we quickly ran up to the ledge where everybody else was looking over. And my heart was beating so fast. And then I realized why there was no one really walking along the beach. So we went back into the hotel and asked the maitre d', why is there no one going into the water? It's such a beautiful beach and it's such a shame, but we just came from there and it was actually quite frightening. And he said, yes, it's very dangerous. Nobody really swims in the water, even the locals. And we said, why? Because he said the undertow is so strong and some people have drowned. So that's the only downside of going to Rio Palace Hotel. The amenities are spectacular. The nightlife, the shows, they are absolutely fabulous. But be careful when you're walking on the beach. That's the only downside. And actually, when we came back to Toronto, and I was actually watching the news, about a week after we came back, on the news, they were reporting a woman's death who was actually on the boat where you can go and watch the whales jump out of the water. And what they said horrified me, because we were actually going to go on one of those boats where you can get up close and personal with the whales. This poor lady was with her family, I think her husband and her in-laws, when all of a sudden one of the whales rose up out of the water and beached on the boat right on top of where this poor lady was standing. So it's just a cautionary tale that when you do go on those trips, remember the whales have no way of knowing where you are in the ocean. So when you take part in an activity like that, just be aware of the risks. And I just had a very bad feeling about that. So this is not a review to bash the hotel or anything like that. Quite the opposite. But I'm just letting you know that there is beauty there, but there's also danger. So just be cautious. And it's a beautiful hotel, and I hope to go back again. But there is a serious undertow in the Sea of Cortez, where the hotel is situated. And I hope that this helps anyone that is looking to go to the RIU Palace Hotel. I've since researched that they now have a fence, and I went on TripAdvisor and it shows a fence between the hotel grounds and the beach because it's that dangerous. That's the only drawback of the RIU Palace Hotel. There's also another hotel called the Santa Fe, which is right next door. And that's a very party hotel. Lots of noise 24/7, and it's for the younger set. And that's, I've heard, is a very good hotel too. And it's also along the Sea of Cortez. But I would not hesitate to go back. It's a 5-star hotel, and it lives up to its name. Spectacular views. Even the garden view is beautiful. So, has anybody had an experience in a 5-star hotel in the Caribbean?